Yeah, I mean, they're a really good defense. You know, they've got guys up front that, you know, wreak havoc on the game, guys in the back end that are, you know, really sticky in coverage, do a great job when the ball's in the air of going and making plays on it. So we'll have our work cut out for us. It's always a tough environment to go play there. It's a lot of fun playing there. It's a great stadium, but they're a really good football team.
You mentioned the turnovers, about Tim's question. I mean, they're really good at taking the ball away and capitalizing on it. How important is that this week, and why are they so good?
Yeah, it's hugely important, man. Every single game you go play in, you know, turnovers are the number one leading stat in determining the outcome of the game. So the more that we can retain the ball and then get it back from their offense, the better we're going to be. You know, and they're really good at just, I think their front four, the front five, whoever, you know, however many guys they want to rush, do a great job of affecting the quarterback's pocket. They've been stripping the ball from the quarterback. They've also been, you know, getting interceptions in the back end. That's, you know, both scheme and players.
How have the Smiths changed their defense?
Yeah, they're both physical guys, you know, athletic, you know, great motors on both those guys. They play extremely hard. You know, and I think that their scheme lends to some of their skill set. You know, let those guys go play attacking style football, and they're doing a nice job.
How disrespectful did you find the Bleacher Report video? Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
Didn't see it?
No, somebody disrespecting us.
It was
bad?
about you. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Nobody mentioned that to you or anything?
No.
Like that? Okay.
Do I need to check it out?
Yeah, you want to check it out? I got it.
That's I'll not look at it some other time.
When you guys see the schedule in the bye week, I think typically you maybe want that in the middle of the season or whatever to kind of split it up. But did this come maybe at a good time for you guys, just you individually with what kind of you were dealing with and some other guys, some key pieces? Did it come at a good time?
Yeah, you know, I think the bye week coming at a good time or a bad time is really kind of what you do after it. You know, if you play well after it, it came at a great time. If you play bad after it, everybody wants to tell you it came at a bad, you know, didn't come at the right time. So you're just doing everything you can to play well after it. And obviously we've got a long stretch of games ahead, so we'll just take it one at a time and go from there.
How's your hip?
Feels good. Feels better.
What happened? What was going on?
You can ask Coach about all that kind of stuff. He handles all the
I
injury
don't mean
stuff.
specifically injury. I mean, just like how was it limiting? How much pain were you in? You know, what was the?
Tough to say. No, I was out there. I'm gonna be out there as much as I possibly can. You guys know that. So I was just out there playing. Felt good enough to go out there and play and execute at a decent
Do
level.
you think it'll still be an issue going forward? I mean, is it
Hope
something you have
not.
to manage?
How fun is the explosive plays part of it been for you guys? You know, obviously every quarterback likes to throw the ball down the field and have big plays. But
Yeah.
That's really been a part of this offense. Has it been fun?
Yeah, it has. It's been fun. We've been kind of doing it a bunch of different ways, you know, throwing the ball down the field, throwing it short, letting those guys run with it. And really, I feel like all position groups have been a part of it. You know, we've thrown screen passes to Kerryon that went for 30-plus and a touchdown, balls to the tight end room that are going for 30, receivers that are going for a bunch. You know, so it's fun to spread around. I think we do a great job of getting everybody involved, and guys are having a good time.
It almost seems like their secondary a couple times, just a couple new safeties there in Amos and Savage. You obviously know Amos pretty well, but just what does the addition of those two guys do that I guess makes them look any different?
Yeah, they're both fast, physical. You know, Amos obviously had some time, you know, playing against him in Chicago, a little bit different scheme. They're asking him to do a little bit different stuff here, but he's still a really talented player, a good tackler. You know, and then obviously the young kid is flying around back there. He's extremely fast. He trusts what he sees and he goes and plays. And, you know, he's done a nice job for him.
Can you sense when a player is starting to trust the offense, whether it's a receiver or running back?
Tough for me to do that, but I think guys are, you know, doing everything they can to get as many reps and feel as comfortable as possible.
Having Amendola back, how much of a boost is that after seeing what he could do and then missing him for a game?
He's a talented player for us, a guy that brings a ton of energy. He's great, you know, both on the field and in the practice, you know, practice time. Smart veteran players, played a lot. You know, he's a guy that's, you know, obviously very valuable to our team.
Something you saw Romeo's exhibit in New
I did.
York. How did that? What did you think about that?
That was awesome. It was really cool. You know, I talked to him a little bit about photography. Some I just kind of seen him with the camera, wondered what was going on, and he told me. I told him I was going to New York, and he told me I had an exhibit out there. Thought I'd go check it out, and I was staying right around the corner, so got to check it out. Pretty amazing. Guys are talented at more than football around here. At least some guys, not me, but it was cool to watch. It was cool to, you know, go check it out and see your teammate, you know, do something pretty special.
I know it seems like a silly question, but the fact that the line has protected you as well as they have throughout the first 4 games of the season, how much, dumb question, easier is it for you to be able to kind of continue to run and manage the offense as you guys are out there?
Yeah, I think obviously that's a big part of the game, keeping the quarterback upright. Our guys do a great job fighting tooth and nail to make sure I'm upright. Our guys on the outside getting open on time. Bev, obviously creating a game plan that's working for us. Those guys feel comfortable in it. I feel comfortable in it. Each week is kind of a new challenge. Sometimes it's interior rushers, sometimes it's outside rushers, sometimes it's everybody. It's just one of those things you got to deep dive every single week and figure out how you're going to execute in the pass game. And our guys have done a nice job up front, which is great.
How about just the magnitude of this game, the importance of this game? I mean, first division game, Monday night or there, first and second.
Yeah, all the games, count. No doubt a division game against a really good football team. It's going to be a fun atmosphere. Monday night will be a whole bunch of fun. We'll have some young guys that I'm sure first time playing on Monday night will remember it for a long time at Lambeau. It's pretty cool for them. Just excited to get out there and play again. The week off is great, but it's football season. I'm ready to go play.
During that week off?
Yeah, kind of. Sometimes.
Do you watch a lot of football, or do you kind of just get away?
Yeah, I do. Get away during the week, and then if there's good games on college football, watch a little bit of that, and then maybe a little bit of pro football as well.
The thing about Lambeau used to be a place you had hard trouble winning, didn't win at all, and now you've won 3 of the last 4. There was a curse or anything like that. I just, as a team, turned that around.
Yeah, I think we got to go play good football. Sure. It's the toughest part about playing Lambeau. I say it all the time, is playing the Packers. It's not the environment, it's not all that. You got to go play the Packers. They're a good football team. Got a really good defense this year. Got an offense that's explosive. Got a great quarterback. They do a great job of playing good at home, and it's on us to go play, a little bit better.
With watching football this week, did you take a peek at the Packers-Cowboys game, given 2 future opponents? Or?
I did, yeah. I was watching that game just as a casual fan as much as I could, and then obviously peeked at the film version of it. We got back here.
Do you pick up things when you're watching things live, or are you trying to be more relaxed?
Sometimes. I was watching a little bit of Kellen Moore's offense, old buddy of mine. So it's cool to watch that. And then watching Packers, just you don't get a ton scheme-wise from the type view that we get, but just watching their players play, watching their style and how they play.
So did Kellen's offense look like what he used to draw for you here?
Yeah, he did some creative stuff. They had some cool stuff in there that reminded me of Kellen Moore.
Did you all see Rogers pat the coach on the back that one time, just kind of relax?
I did not see that. I was kind of in and out of that game. I was kind of bouncing around to all the division opponents. But
what is your relationship, if any, with Aaron?
Obviously played against him a bunch. Talked to him, every once in a while in the off season. Got a lot of respect for him. Really good player. Been a really good player for a long time, and obviously extremely talented.
Maybe Kellen's one, guys. You still talk to Kellen?
Yeah, every once in a while. Yeah, every once in a while. It's fun to see him on the sideline. He still looks super young, and but he's doing a great job. They had some opportunities, in that game to put up some points early, and didn't do it, but they were moving the ball good.
You always knew that was kind of where he was headed.
Yeah, he was obviously a really smart kid, creative kid, and he just had that quality about him. A good leader, and you could tell he was going to be able to stand up in front of a room and put a game plan together. So I'm happy for him.
It's an important game. It's the next game. Obviously, they're a good team, and we're just ready to play.
As you guys have seen your offense continue to grow each week, the bye week, how much does it help you guys maybe reset, if at all?
Yeah, that's what you do. Bye weeks, you reset. You debrief, and obviously we took a look at the 4 games. Looked at what we can do better and what we can keep doing. So it was a reset, a refresh, and we're ready to go.
When you look at their defense, what opportunities do you see with them?
Well, they're a good defense. Obviously they've had success, and they turn the ball over. They're feisty. They go for the ball. So they have some good players. But we have good players too. So it's gonna be a good matchup.
What kind of position? Go ahead.
Amendola, having him back out there, how much of a boost is it with what you saw from him early on, and then not having him for a game?
Well, obviously, it's great when he's out there. He brings that fire and that energy and that juice. So yeah, we'll be happy to have him out there.
What kind of position do you think you are as a team now to make? You got 12 games to really start your run.
I think we're in a good position. obviously, you know, we've done some good things, and there's some things that we wish we could have did better. But you know, it's a new slate. You know, we're gonna go out there and do what we do. So.
And one other thing, how is it different than last year, where you're always like trying to climb up to get even? You're not at that same, you know.
We're just worried about this year. You know, this is going into our 5th game. It's a division opponent. You know, just doing what we do. You know, during this week, going hard. You know, playing real hard, practicing hard, taking it play by play, and then we'll go out there and do good.
Any added excitement for Monday night primetime from Lambeau Field?
Not really. I love playing at Lambeau Field. So yeah. So.
I commented a little bit on their defense, but the secondary they revamped quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just your thoughts on the group they've got.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they have a good group. You know, they try hard. They're you know, they play the man to man, and you know they want their guys to cover guys. So they play really hard, and you know they try to turn the ball over. That's what their whole defense does. They play tough football, so it'll be a good matchup.
Having said that, Marvin, you've got a good group of receivers here yourself. I mean, so it should be a pretty good matchup.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
Marvin, what do you think of Daryl's offense too? It seems to play to your strength of taking the shots down the field and getting chunk plays. Because like you said, if you just try to get 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, it really makes it hard to score. You've got to get chunk plays. How does that play into what you like to do?
We love it. We love it in our room. There's no complaints. Obviously, he's a great mind. He's done it for a while, and he's had great success. So, we just want to continue that.
With such an early bye week, did you spend the week off a little differently, knowing that you got 12 straight weeks ahead of you?
No, I was in Phoenix. All right, y'all take care.
Receiving core, Devontae is the leader of that group, and we know what he brings each and every week. So just try to go out there and just be ready to go and compete against him, because he's always fun to play against. Because Tay's gonna go out, he's gonna play his game, he's gonna have fun, and he's gonna joke around, but he's gonna be serious and try to make his plays. But we just got to go out and just try to play our best and do that. And we got Jimmy Graham, one of the all-time great tight ends, and we just got to go out and play him the best we can. And the other guys, they rally off those two. Geronimo Allison, the second-year guy, 83, Scatlin. He can run, so we're prepared. We just got to keep working, and just know that those guys they can make plays.
Thank you. Thanks. Yep. Coming back from the bye week, you got a primetime game on Monday night, a little bit extra rest. How pumped up do you get for going into a game like that?
I just like competing regardless if it's 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock. At the end of the day, it's Monday Night Football. It's gonna be dope, but at the end of the day, man, I got to worry about myself, worry about my teammates, and just try to be calm and level-headed, because that's what they expect from me, to be a leader of this team.
You haven't played any of your division games yet. This is the first one. How important is it to start winning some division games?
Oh, it's going to be fun. Like I said, this game counts for one, but at the end of the day, you always want to try to win your division, and that's the most important thing, but it's only going to count for one. It's just, one game on the schedule, our next game, we just got to be the best we can be.
You come into Monday Night Football with the bye week behind you, kind of have an extra day on the bye week because of Monday Night Football. How does that change what the week looks like, or the preparation and just kind of the scheduling and how the week operates?
We just got a little extra time to prepare, extra time to prepare, extra time to look at those guys and try to, see what we can do, try to take out some of those big plays that they have, and just kind of do our job as be players and, prepare the best we could be. That's about it, really. You get a little extra day of rest, but you lose it the next week. So, it's more just it's good, and then it bites you in the butt the next week.
Thanks.
Running back, and would you ever say anything like that?
No. Everything's different. He had a good game last week, so, good for him, but every game is different. It'll be a new test this week. Going against them will be a new test for me. So, no, I never really tried to do that. So maybe either I'm dumb or I'm missing out on something.
How much are the stats like a benchmark for you, as far as, I'm sure everybody wants to go over 100 yards in a game, but
yeah,
is that important to you, or is it more important just to be efficient with your runs?
Yeah, I think it's 50-50 with that. I think, going over 100, you want to be efficient, but going over 100 is a milestone in this league. You do that, your team is more than likely going to win, in my opinion. So, but hey, if you don't get to 100 on 8 carries, though, you get 70, have a good yards per carry, that's pretty good as well. So, but I think it's 50-50 with that.
Is that the 100 for a game and 1,000 for a season? Does that guys still measure themselves?
Yeah, I think that's kind of baseline for every running back that, when you're getting the proper amount of carries, you're not going to get there maybe on like 100 carries, but any guy that's, starting and getting 15, 20 carries a game, I think those are kind of bench numbers for him.
You also include touches, though, and with like, say, 25 runs and 8 catches or 20 and 8 or whatever.
Yeah, the thing about catches is depends on what the offense is like, or who you are really. I mean, Christian McCaffrey, 8 catches in a game is nothing. Guys like that. Some guys' offense, get their running backs the ball more. We have a lot of good receivers and tight ends, so there's not a lot of passes to go around, which is more than fine in my opinion.
Speaking of stats and milestones, you are on pace for 1,000 yards this season. The Lions haven't had a lot of 1,000-yard, running backs since Barry Sanders. It's been a few years since they've had the last one. What would it mean to you to hit that mark for the fans?
It'd be huge for myself because I thought I could have got there last year. A couple different things go well. Obviously, injury doesn't happen. Probably could have got there last year. But so for me, that was a goal of mine in college. I continue to keep that as a goal. It's hard to do in this league. 1,000 yards, it is very hard to do. So it's just always kind of been a little dream, a little small goal of mine to be able to do that.
What do you see in their Packers defense now? The Smith brothers, they call themselves on the edge, and then Martinez, has got probably 100.
Those guys play hard. They have really upped their defense from where they were last year, in my opinion. So guys on the edge, they cause havoc. And Martinez, it seems like he's never out of place. It seems like every time you look up, he's either at the ball or he's around it. So you've got 2 guys like that on the edge and somebody like that can make a tackle for sure in the back end. You got to come with your A game.
What about your team? What kind of position do you think you're in as a team coming out of the bye? Like last year, you always seem like you're trying to catch up. Now you're at least above water going in.
Yeah, it did kind of feel like that last year, but this year we understand that we have a very good team. So we're coming out, we're attacking, we're coming out with full confidence. We're coming out trying to win every game, and we're trying to win big. So that's just the type of mentality we're playing with this year. It's just a whole new team, a whole new year, and we're just trying to do our best.
Go ahead.
You've never played at Lambeau, but I know you're not from the north. But would you characterize this historical significance of the place playing there?
Historically, it's always been cold, so I look forward to that continuing this week, being very cold. But it's a cool place. Like you said, I've never played there, but it's got a lot of history. Everybody knows about the Lambeau Leap, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, a lot of greats have played there, a lot of Hall of Famers. So just to be able to be in that same stadium, but yeah, that cold is what I'm trying to get. I don't do all that. So.
Did you ever see any of the NFL film stuff with the breath and the vapor and all that in there?
No, I don't want to. You keep all that right to yourself. I don't need to know any of that information. None of that.
So you're much happy to be playing there in October than December?
Oh yeah, we was doing this. What we did last year about it. Yeah, man. That's hard. That's tough. But yeah, I'm happy. They said it's supposed to be like high 30s, low 40s. It is what it is. So I'm gonna go out there and play.
And obviously, you played toward the end of last year once it got to be really cold. Are you curious how you play in cold weather? Because that's something that you really haven't ever had to do.
Nah, I'm not. Football is football. Once you get going, they're not gonna care if I'm cold or not. So once you get warmed up, in NFL, you have a lot more resources than you do in college, and definitely more than high school. Obviously, with all these heated jackets and benches and all that stuff, you'll find a way to stay warm. So I'm not really concerned.
What'd you see out of Green Bay's defense? How they were able to bottle up Zeke Elliott a little bit last week?
They play as a team. There's no one guy on that defense that tries to make every single play himself. There's no one guy that tries to completely wreck the game on defense. Those guys, they go out there, they play all 11. All 11 get to the ball. All 11 attack the ball. And, it's not like they got a guy that's just, like I said, just completely, absolutely unblockable, dominating the game. But when all 11 of them get on pace together, they're formidable. So, that's what all defenses try to do, and they're doing it right.
Oh, it was a lot of fun, man. Don't matter who get it, just see that ball going up 30 yards or whatever it is, and just us coming down with it, that sparks the whole team. It's nothing like a good explosive play.
the fact that multiple guys are doing it too, does that kind of get the guys going as well? I mean, you guys had 4 different guys that have had a 100-yard game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it kind of makes it easier for us a little bit, you know, because people don't know who to. Of course, they're going to say we have to stop 11, we got to stop 19, got to stop 80. But then when you have TJ coming in, you know, putting up like a $130 against Arizona,
right?
You know, it's huge. Even Danny went for 100 in that game. So
and Kerryon too.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good. Then we could also run the ball.
Is that the difficult part about playing you guys? You think is just the weapons that you have in the multiple ways it seems that you can attack people?
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of playmakers, you know, that we trust on this team, and you know, everybody been doing their part so far.
In what ways has Green Bay's defense improved?
Those guys is really just getting after it, to be honest. Been creating a lot of turnovers, so it's definitely going to be a challenge. But as long as we just do what we got to do, we should be good.
Is this one of those classic cases of good players against good players?
All day.
You're smiling, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I say I'm excited for a challenge, but it's going to be a good game come Monday. I know that. They got good guys on defense. We got some good guys on offense.
And we ask you guys this when a primetime game comes around, but how excited do you get for that, plus the fact that you're coming back after the bye, it's a divisional game?
I mean, just from a body standpoint, it really couldn't have came at a better time, you know. Our first division game, Monday night, we got time to rest, heal up a little bit. It's perfect.
You've only got one Monday night game, one primetime game other than Thanksgiving.
It's all good. It's all good. It don't really make a big deal, yeah. I like the early games anyway. Then after the game, you know, get back with your family, you know, and just, you know, enjoy family a little bit instead of, you know, it being all late. Of course, primetime game's good too, but we still got the Thanksgiving game.
How do you prepare for 2 young secondary guys like Savage and Alexander producing at this rate so early in their career?
I'm really just going my week, you know, the same way I'm going every week. Study my opponent pretty much and just work on myself pretty much. You know, I don't think about who I'm going against. I just get the calls they're giving us and just try to execute it in practice and feel good about it when Monday comes. You know, I know that I'm more than capable of getting it done.
Kenny, where are you a better football player this year, think in your mind?
Just the details part of it. You know, that's huge, especially at this level. Just locking in on details during the week, and then when you see it unfold, you know, come Sunday, there's nothing like it.
When you say the details, is it?
I mean, as far as everything, just as far as route depth, your alignment, all that plays a big role. Because I mean, you got other people doing, you know, other things, so you need to make sure you're on point.
You root against the Packers growing up?
Oh yeah, I was a Chicago Bear fan. You know, I'm from Chicago, so I was definitely.
Chicago's close enough to get family to come up to a game.
Oh yeah, pretty much every home game. Yeah, well, every home game.
Packers too. I mean, is that close enough for them to?
I have a few people out there, but every home game for sure.